Hey, again from CimentArt, Florida. It's John. But behind me is a map of some of our distributors. We're trying for one in every state, at least one in every state, and province in Canada as well. But I'm going to talk to you today about CimentArt drying times. Again, this is not every product. Not all microcements are the same. And I want to make sure, I did put a little kind of a post on our frequently asked questions on our website for every layer. You can kind of see the different layers here, but I'm going to demonstrate a little bit better than just that paper. So if you, let me flip this around here, I'll just show you here. If you can see, the base coats are going to be thicker, and I've got a video on the thicknesses of microcement. It's on the channel. It's very short, but you can look at that. But you can tell that if it's going to be thicker, these are going to take a little longer to dry. And then the microconcrete is going to take a little bit, 2 to 3 hours depending. Quartz is so thin, there's no minerals. And you can actually see, here's traditional. It's on a piece of plastic. That's actual product. So that dries within minutes. So that dry time is approximate. That's out in the frequently asked question. This is the chart that you can find out there. But what causes it to vary? I mean, if you have, like outside right now in Florida, it's a little thermonuclear. It's almost, well, it feels like 110 I hear, but it's only about 99 or 100 right now only. And it's not a dry heat, but if you're going to have, if you're in the sun and you're rolling on one of these products, either like the polyurethane layer, and you're in the direct sun, you can't even back roll it without creating orange peel or peaks because it's already drying like that. Or on the other side, if somebody called from Texas a year ago and said, how come my aqua base has not dried? And I put it down yesterday. I'm like, boy, a whole day later? That's odd. Has it been raining there? And he goes, oh yeah, nonstop, 3 days. So I told him just to put a dehumidifier in the project. They dried right out and he was able to go on to his next coat. But it's going to vary depending on the humidity of your environment, the heat in your environment. Even if you're doing inside of a window and sun's hitting that floor, where it hits the floor is gonna, when you trowel it, it's like already dry. So going back a second time, you're gonna put another layer on it or you're gonna burn it. You're gonna work fast. If you roll it, try and do it out of the direct sun. If you're working on this outside, again, try and put a tent up so you don't have direct sun in there, because it'll cause things to go even faster. And if you're trying to like do the edges of sealer and then roll the main field, those edges will be fully cured like in a minute, and you might have a line there. So just know that the drying times will vary based on temperatures, direct sunlight, moisture levels and things, including your substrate. Just a point here, if you're putting it over something like concrete especially, you want that concrete to be less than 5% humidity. You want to do a moisture meter. But if you do a skim coat on something and you don't know if it's dry, read the tech specs of whatever you're covering, because some people put a ceiling together and they put a waterproofing thing up there and it started to show through or something, and I didn't know if it was still curing or not, because again, if you're testing your own products underneath this, you got to make sure they're not wet, they're fully cured. If they're going to take another 3 days to cure, then you probably don't want to seal them with our waterproof barrier, because you're going to seal all the moisture in there. Or if they cure and they leach out the color from our fine coats, then you could cause color problems in your decorative coating, which is CimentArt. So yeah, read your tech specs for anything you're covering, and then you'll get better at, wow, it's hot out, I'm going to wait to do this in the morning. Or depending on how thick it is, again, like this Aqua Nature here. This is Aqua Nature in probably the same steel color. And that gives you a couple hours. You don't have to rush. But if you're trying to get it done faster, you can take a heat gun or, a hair dryer to it, or a big fan, or a dehumidifier for the whole room, things like that. So hopefully that gives you, but definitely go to look at our frequently asked questions on cementartusa.com. and you can see this chart that I was talking about with the approximate hours or whatever for each layer. So hope that helps, and good luck on your projects.